Seen a variety of leadership styles over the course of my lifetime, and frankly, I think you they can all be effective depending on who they surround themselves with to shore up their own individual strengths or weaknesses. You've seen the charismatic leader that is the outside drum beater and all of that. And if you don't have a delivery arm behind them, I mean, it's nice music, but nothing happens. But you get a charismatic leader like that, he can get everybody aligned, or she can get everybody aligned and pulling together with the right team. Man, some great things can happen because you have the people that are focusing on the data and focusing on the business decisions that are then consistent with the vision that charismatic outside leader has created. You have the other side of it where you have people that are just really down in the details and really understand the depth and breadth of an organization and a business, and focus on those kinds of things, while others are and crafting a vision. I mean, that still has to be there. They have to be able to put that together. But then somebody else can be the really the external spokesman and use a variety of ways to get the message across. But ultimately, he's got to that leader has to create the vision and create the milieu where execution can take place consistently. Well, I tell you my personal experience. I held strategic. I was there during the last year of the Bush administration, and I pulled together a group of my absolute senior leaders, and then the next level down that were non-political leaders. And I said, we got three horizons that we need to address here. One is between now and November, which is when the election was, because either way we were going to have a new president at that point, because President Bush was the secretary. So because in November, once the election occurs, you get your transition team in. So your focus between now and then is to get ready to get the things done that we really want to get done in this administration in this particular time. What do we want to get done for our veterans? And then I said we've got a next horizon is between November and January, and that is to educate the transition team and to really wrap up what we wanted to get done while this administration is still in office. And then the third horizon was, where do we want the VA to look in 30 years? Because there's going to be big demographic shifts, and we start laying out what the changes we saw on the horizon that would reshape what the ultimate needs are. Because ultimately, it's about having a strategic vision, if you will, and maybe an overused term to some degree, but some sort of long-term vision about where do we really want this thing to be going, so we don't keep our eye off that ball while we're working these two shorter-term kinds of things, because everything you do is somehow going to be moving the herd of cats towards that direction. If you don't kind of keep that in mind, you can certainly get some tangents that are going to cost you money, time, effort, and attention.